so painful to do that.
I can see that in your face.
I mean, you can never, there'll always be someone better, there'll always be someone worse, so what?
Right, right.
Who cares?
So what do you need to do to be the most for yourself?
I think it goes back to what I believe my soul's purpose is. It's just to be my most alive.
Most alive.
And for me, that's just being out there and laughing about it.
So making it free and fun.
Yeah. Making it free and fun and letting go of expectations. In the first 2 weeks we met, I lost 5 pounds, which is amazing because I think it was all fat because just you can just tell.
Right.
You know.
Things are feeling different.
Yeah, all my clothes fit differently and I feel different and then when I had an expectation, that third week, being the week before now, it wasn't as easy to do.
To lose 5 pounds.
To lose any in between last time we met and now.
So when you, in your email too, you said something about the weight, not lose, but things are feeling different.
Yes. Yeah, I think and I wanted to ask you about that because I believe I don't know that training always equals losing weight.
Right. Do you want to put my trainer's hat on that?
Please, if that's okay.
No, that's totally cool. You're exactly right. You may have heard this before, that when you start working out and training as hard as you are, you're going to find that the fat starts to turn into muscle. Mm-hmm. Muscle weighs more than fat. Like
3 times as much?
It's about, I would say it's almost double.
Yeah.
But so one way of looking at it is, okay, the scale says one thing, but how am I feeling, how am I carrying myself, and how are things fitting?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, there's going to be a plateau. You are going to start working out harder. You're taking the classes. You're doing the work. You're kicking ass.
Do you think my number one dream, I'm just used to calling it that,
Yeah, go for it.
Of losing 20 pounds and doing the 2 triathlons is still realistic? Like, I think so, because it's not like I think I can do both.
Okay.
I need to do both.
It's just from what we've talked about in the past too, Kim. When you're saying it right now, I sense that you believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
Before, when you were saying there was in your eyes, you were like, there's some doubt, and now you're saying it as, I can do both. And why can't you do both?
I'm just wanting to make sure doing the training isn't going to counteract the losing the weight, and then I've let myself down.
What's in letting yourself down?
The 20 pounds is still really important to me because I can still be really strong mm-hmm. and be 20 pounds lighter. Mm-hmm. It's not like you wouldn't want to lose 20 pounds and train because you would be unhealthy.
Right.
But I think I can still be, there's both that needs to happen.
So with the expectation, tell me more about that. And that we've talked about
just that being, they're both so important. Is that what you mean?
Well, you were saying I have these expectations, I have these expectations.
As soon as I go into anything with an expectation, I'm screwed.
What does that mean?
Like if I go on a bike ride and I say, that's not a good example. The expectation causes too much of the opposite of fun and freedom. Whereas when I just do it, it naturally happens.
Okay.
But it's scary not to have that structure.
So, what I'm hearing you say too is when you just do it,
yeah,
it just starts to flow. But when you go into it with an expectation, you're putting too much structure on it.
Right. But then I get nervous that if I don't have enough structure, is the result gonna be?
So there's a tug of war going on with two thought patterns.
Yes.
There's the just do it, and then there's the structure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe
there's a balance.
What fits Kim?
It's just like if I'm not
And let me ask you this. Whose belief is this?
The structure?
Whose belief is that?
I was going to say it's the way it is, but we always think that about our beliefs.
Whose belief is that?
I guess it's mine. But do you know of people who get what they want without structure?
What do you think?
No. That's why I know it's my belief.
So, this is your belief. We're talking about conditioning, from being a child. Your dad had his beliefs, and you had your beliefs, and there was this tug of war going on. So you have this idea that you want it to be fun and free, but what do you get from the structure?
That sense that it's all not going to fall apart. That sense that the result's going to happen.
You know what comes up for me that I'm going to throw out at you is